Okay, y'all, here's the deal. If you have joints replaced or you don't want to get a joint replaced, today's workout's for you. Okay, stay with me. It's going to be very functional. Get ready to get down on the floor. And if you're rolling your eyes at that and it's impossible for you to get into the floor, I'm talking to you. You're going to go halfway and then get back up if you can't get down on the floor. We're going to use the chair, but those of you who can, we're going to go through it systematically. We're going to work up our joints, and then we're going to do some very practical but very functional strength and mobility moves today. See here, I got a little squeezy ball. These are the best little balls. Racket balls are too stiff for your fingers a lot of times. These are perfect, and you can use your foot on it too. Anyway, I got it from a PE supply house. Oh, there she is, Clarissa. Hi, Clarissa. Oh, now everybody knows you're on because this is being recorded. Everybody's muted. That's okay. I told Lisa, Clarissa just started with us. Now we got Mississippi, Alabama, Michigan, and Traverse City isn't on today. But that the UP is kind of like a state unto its own self. You know, so that's actually another state. Anyway, we are going to do some really important carries, but right now, as a way of warming up even, I'm going to do a few moves that is so essential to our independence and our mobility that I can't even overstate it, okay? So I'm going to approach my chair. That's number one. I have my little ball. What do you do if you don't have a ball? You get a big old thick pair of socks and you ball them up. You fold them into a ball and you start squeezing it. Okay? I have a ball in my hand here. It's a squeezy ball. If you don't have that, you get a tea towel and you tie it in a knot and you squeeze on it. You need to have a little give. Is the point. I'm going to keep this ball right around me because I'm going to use it various times. Number one, you can put it right here under your chin as I'm walking. I do a patterned walk. See this? I'm not just going forward and back. I'm doing a square, a step square. And I'm starting with lead legs, and then I'm switching lead legs. And then I'm starting, and see what I'm doing with my ball? I'm putting it in place to push in with my chin as I'm doing this square walk. It's a patterned square walk. Now I'll go into a different pattern in just a minute. Breath through your nose. Anytime you take a breath, all you got to do, simply to do it correctly, or to start approaching how to breathe correctly, that means diaphragmatic breathing, is seriously shut your mouth. I know. See, anytime my husband wanted to tell me to be quiet, he would say, don't you need to breathe through your nose? Okay. See what I'm doing? I'm oiling my joints. Not only my hip joints, my lower back, my knees, most importantly, my feet. Because I have to do push-offs. I have to go into the toe. I have to flex. See my ball? It could be a sock. I'm not kidding you, a balled up sock. Put it under my chin. And now you have the advantage of that you're not talking. I'm talking. But what you want to do is keep your teeth together and squeeze that ball into the top right at your clavicle, right in the center sternum area. Yeah, do you see how that makes you push into your chin in a retracted kind of a positioning? Okay, now stop right there. Take a big deep breath. Adjust the ball. Rib cage up, teeth together. Go the other way. You're going to go here. Tighten your tummy. Okay, when you come right here and you take a step, hesitate, hesitate. Keep that ball in place right there. You see what I'm doing in my back foot? I'm keeping my chin tucked, but I'm really flexing my toes. Then I come up. Then I step wide. Right here. My feet are straight on. See that? Keep my chin tucked. Rib cage up. If you don't say rib cage up, this is what you do. You do this and you gravitate here. You don't do that if you say rib cage up and then squeeze that ball right under the chin into your sternum. Then you come here. Okay, now I'm going to step back with the other foot. I'm going to step back and I'm going to hesitate. And I'm going to really roll into those toes. See, I'm flexing. I'm flexing the toes. Then I pull back. Then I step wide. Right there. Toes are straight. Then I step in. Okay, now grab your ball. So be aware that when you squeeze that ball with the chin, you gotta say rib cage up, or you'll just hunker down forward, okay? So now let's stay right back here to the back of your area, okay? So we're going to do a cross, okay? This is kind of an important little pattern walk. I'm crossing over. Do you see that? Now I'm going to hesitate here and I'm going to drop the heel down. And I'm going to push my hips forward. Okay, so now I've crossed over. Do you know what this does? It opens that tight hip. And if you have arthritis, if you have bone on bone, you're going to have tightness. This kind of a step over and then, see, push your hips forward and you're on the side of your foot. And then you drop back, you bend the front knee, and you're really pushing that hip forward, okay? Big breath through the nose. Okay, now come up, take your back leg and bring it up, just like you were gonna step in a ladder up, and then you come together. I know, who would think that that would get you so mixed up? But it does, okay. So I just now did this one. Now I'm going to do the other one. So come back to the back of your room. See the ball? Right here. See? You know the act of throwing, and it could be a wadded up pair of thick socks so that you can just toss and catch. And you don't look directly at it. You see it out of your peripheral. This hand-eye crossing catching is a big deal. Now I'm going to take the other leg and I'm going to cross over this way. See that? So let's say, so I used to do this a lot whenever that I was heading for a hip replacement, because man, did this get tight, okay? So I'm going to go right back into the heel in the back. I'm going to push my hips forward. That opens this up. Okay, now I'm going to take the back leg, okay, get it in your head. Don't do this fast. You just stepped over. You're stretching this. You're hanging out here for a bit. I'm doing this on purpose, so don't go ahead. Push the hips forward as you drop your chin. See, if you need to have that ball to help you remember to make that connection, do it. Now I'm going to take the back leg and bring it into this. All my weight now is loaded right here. I'm going to bring the back leg and step really wide and come up and come together. See that? So then I complete the box. See? And I'm going to step back, step back, step back, step back. Now, all of this is going to become much more complicated when we start to load. So when you have a ball and you're trying to get warmed up, tossing from side to side, doing a patterned square, which is what we just did. I didn't do the complicated one at first. What did I do? I stepped wide, I stepped up, I took a little wider step than normal, and then I keep switching lead legs of how you're stepping. You will find when you start doing this very simple box step, where you're going side to side, front to back, you will notice what compromises you're doing in order to do this ambulation. You'll notice, oh man, when I step back, this is where I catch mostly. When you step back, instead of stepping straight back and flexing the toes and going to the heel, you know what you do? You step back like this, because you're trying to compensate for losing your balance. So I don't want you to turn that toe. You step back, you bend your knee, you lower your center of gravity, drop your chin in, come back to the neutral spot. Then you step open. Notice when you get ready to step forward in a really big way, this is what some people will do to compensate for loss of balance. They'll get ready because they know they're going to step. And you know what? In getting ready, they do this. And then they step. Did you see what I just did? I know you will. You'll step out here like this, and then you'll take that big step because you're compensating for balance deficits. Okay. So square walking, then patterned. So you're right back here. I don't care which leg. Cross over and stay on your heel. Bend the front knee, but not the back. Push your hips forward. You are opening this very tight hip capsule right here. Drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy, because I'm fixing, that means I'm about to. I'm fixing to lean into, and I'm starting to load this leg. The foot has to be straight. Tighten your tummy again. Drop your shoulders again. Take a breath again. Bring this leg up. See how I'm going to come up? And I'm going to go big step. And I'm going to put that step down when I want to put it down, not when you fall into it. So the trick is to do this kind of patterned walk intentionally. See, back up, back up, back up. So in the pattern, you want to get back to where you started. And now, see, I did this one. Now I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go over here like this. Right there. I'm going to hips forward. Drop my chin. Take a breath. Put your heel down and back. Toes are forward. Front knee is bent just a little bit. Okay? Really push the hip forward. So now I've taken you through pattern walking, warming up joints, warming up knees, and warming the back, getting the back to help open up so it's not so tight. So now I'm going to shift my weight. Now I'm coming into the front leg. I'm going to release my pressure. I got to bring it up. See how this is my knee replace side, and I'm putting my toe down for a kickstand, but I'm going to step really wide and then come back up. Okay, and then come back to neutral. So pattern walking, the square walk, just the square pattern walking. Then I'm going to come over to my chair, put my little ball down. Okay. Going to take a big deep breath, constantly breathing through the nose. Okay. Breathe in through the nose. If you have to release through the mouth, that's fine. I'm going to put my hands on the pad. Okay. I'm going to step back, roll into my heel, bring it back up. Step back, roll into my heel, come back up. So I'm going to do that twice. Then I'm going to go directly into one of the key big three moves that you pretty much need to do every day. Okay, so we've already warmed up our joints that get really stiff right in here, our weight-bearing joints, which are hips, our knees, our ankles. Got it? So I'm going to step back, roll into my heel, take a big deep breath, then step forward, tighten the tummy. The back has to be very extended right now. Drop your chin, soften your elbows, and the elbows are pointing at your body. They are not flaring here, okay? Drop your chin again, step back, roll into that heel. Roll into the heel, right there, roll into the heel. Tight tummy, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Take a big breath, and then come back up. And now I want you to roll your shoulders in and push your upper back between the shoulder blades. You're tucking your tail, so to speak. You're dropping your head and you're bringing your shoulders way up around your ears. So big breath, big breath, big breath. Bring the shoulders up around the ears, push, tuck your tail. Yes, just like that. Now come to neutral. What's neutral? It's a flat back, okay? I'm gonna take one leg back, and I'm gonna hang it right up here and roll my ankles. Roll my ankles, I'm gonna hold it right here. The opposite hand now is gonna come out over the top of the chair, okay? Take a big breath, drop your chin, soften your elbow, take another big breath, and then I just wanna dip and pull it back up, but my back does not flex. It stays extended. And you're hanging out here and you're really squeezing the gluteals. Squeezing, 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 squeezing. Soften up that elbow. Then bring the hand in, bring the leg in. Okay? Bring the shoulders to your ears again. And tuck your tail. Okay, tuck your tail. Shoulders go to the ears. Take a big deep breath. Now, reverse, come back out to neutral. And the other leg goes way out there, okay? So you have to squeeze your gluteal to get this. Elbows are bent, right there. Take a big breath. Opposite hand is gonna go out over your chair. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your supporting knee soft, almost bent, okay? Squeeze the gluteal. Squeeze the gluteal, breath. Squeeze the gluteal. Soften up your elbow. Yeah, soften it up. Take a big deep breath, just two more. Hold it, squeeze that gluteal. Right there, squeeze the gluteal. And then come in and come in. Now stand up, okay? You just did one of the major moves to get your gluteals firing, okay? Now I'm gonna step out, I'm gonna roll into the floor, and I'm gonna get back up, I'm gonna look at my time, and I'm gonna try to see, and if you will stay with me for just 10 repetitions of getting into the floor, doing a roll, getting back up. Now, some of you have some real impairments with your movements, and I understand that. However, I want you to do the first moves. And if you're very impaired of getting down, step wide, have your chair here, bend your knee, and come down. You can use both hands, however you need to, because at some point, y'all are gonna have to know how to do the mechanics, and you're gonna have to be strong enough to get your little body up off the ground, okay? All by yourself. Nobody's around, okay? Yeah, that commercial comes to mind. I've fallen, I can't get up. You do not want that to be you. So here I am. This is my knee replacement. This is my hip replacement, okay? I understand impairment in movement. So I'm going to come right here. I'm going to bring my leg down. I'm going to lay right down into the floor. I'm going to tuck my arms and I'm gonna roll all the way around, okay? Take a breath. I'm just going slowly through the first one. And I'm gonna come back here, okay? Do you realize that doing that roll, it's a log roll, helped your proprioceptive features in your body, your hearing, your sight, your muscles, everything. It helped peak. It helped wake it up. Okay, so here I am. I got to get up now. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to lift my hips, pull myself to tabletop, hands and knees. This is like a tabletop, okay? I could get up from my chair. You get to choose. I prefer here because you have to be strong enough in your shoulders and your tummy, okay? If you are, then do both feet, bring those knees off the ground, step in, equalize, and come up. Let me emphasize, you do not do what we're doing quickly. Why? Because you will totally lose your where you're at in space, and you'll get dizzy and you could, fall. So again, you can step out and use your chair. You can crawl over to the chair and get back up. Either way. In fact, do 5 one way and 5 another way. So I'm all the way out. This is my knee that's very tight. So I can't just tuck it under there. It won't go. So I'm going to come here, bring it back. See that? I'm going to crawl over here because I'm going to roll the other way now. I'm going to come down, roll to the side, tuck, and roll. Just like a fireman roll. This ability to do these moves right now to this morning on this workout, that could save your life, because get down and rolling is the first thing you teach in fire safety, right? So here I'm coming back up to hands and knees. I could get back up the same way I got down, but I'm gonna dig my toes in. I'm gonna tighten my tummy. Don't go fast, do this step by step. It's the mechanics. Some of us just get the mechanics off. We hold our breath. We don't use our tummy muscles. We don't drop our shoulders. We hurt our shoulders getting up and down just because of the mechanics that we didn't know. My toes are dug in now. See, they're flexed. Big breath, exhale. The knees come up. I'm going to come right on up, and I'm up. Take a big breath. I could go back down the very same way, or I could approach it with my chair. See? Bring the other knee down. And see, I can come down the other way. I can come here. I can crawl under with my legs, fold under a minute. Go over to the side. Don't do this fast. Don't do this fast. Go slowly. Get your bearings. How do you get your bearings? When you stop rolling, focus on something that ain't moving, okay? So a pet is a good thing if they're sleeping, but not if they're not sleeping. Roll the other way. See that? Now I'm going to tighten my tummy first. Drop my shoulders. Bring my hips up. I'm going to come right to hands and knees. Dig my toes in. Tighten in my tummy. Breath. Exhale, and you're right up here. So this is the sticking point right here for a lot of people. You don't have the stomach muscles. Drop your shoulders, take a breath, pull your knees off the ground and hang out here for a couple of seconds. Then step in, and you're right here, and you're right here. I think we are at about 4, maybe 5 of these. Then I'm going to come back down. I'm going to get down this way, not at the chair. If you need the chair, use the dang chair. Come on down, crawl yourself out. You're holding right here. Then you put your knees down. Then you go ahead and get ready to fold, 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 roll, take a breath, equalize, look at something that's not moving, and maybe everything's moving. Okay, watch your shoulders, drop your shoulders. Here we go. So in order to do what we're doing right now, when you have impaired movement or you have a lot of pain anywhere, it could be spine, shoulders, knees, hips, whatever. Doesn't matter. You got to figure out how you're going to navigate. That's why I'm doing this. Drop your shoulders, tighten your tummy, lift the hips, pull back. So now you're on hands and knees. Dig your toes in. Breath. Knees come up. Exhale. Step in. Equalize. And then come up. Breath. We're gonna do 3 more. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, we're gonna do 3 more. Breath, use the chair or not. You're gonna go wide. You're gonna come down like a 3-point stance. You're gonna walk yourself out. You're gonna hesitate right here. You're gonna bring the knees to the floor, but not touching the floor. You wanna hesitate. Why? Because you wanna use those stomach and back and butt and leg muscles. Take a breath. Okay, I'm gonna go this way and roll the other way now. So I'm gonna roll this way, roll this way, roll this way. Okay? Drop your shoulders. I'm gonna tighten my tummy. Don't go fast. Drop my shoulders, breath, crawl back. I can either use the chair or push into my toes. Okay, push into my toes. I'm down here. My tummy's super tight. My elbows are soft. Come right into here. Breath. And I come up. Take a big deep breath. You can even go into your Y position. Bring it back down. Drop your chin. I hope you're noting where are your sticking points. Okay, so here I am. My toes are straight out. I'm going to crawl out. Before I put my knees down, I'm going to hesitate right here. Breath, 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 breath. Then put my knees down. Tighten my tummy again. Fold. So you're very familiar with this. We do it anytime you want to get in the floor. We get down like this. We roll to the side. Now you can either log roll it or you can bring your knees up. Roll. So you're right here. Drop your shoulders. I hope you're staying with me. A big test of frailty, of immobility is, can you get down into the floor 10 times and get up? And how much time does it take you to do that? So I didn't emphasize time today because I was going to stop in between things. But this is a really good thing to do. So I'm going to roll back. I'm going to get to my hands and knees. I'm going to tighten my tummy. I'm going to drop my chin, take a breath, soften up my elbows, knees off the floor. Crawl yourself back. Drop your shoulders. Big breath. Come up. Orient yourself before you go to the next move. I think we're 1 more, I think. Okay, so I'm right here. Again, I could be right here, or I could be right here. I could be 2 hands, 1 hand, but you gotta get down. You gotta be able to get down. See, I've got people, just talked to a person yesterday that really wanted to strengthen. They walk, but they're not strengthening their legs. This will help strengthen your legs and increase your mobility. So here I am. My knee is stiff. I have to lean out to bring that leg back. Okay, that's my sticking point. Okay, breath. I'm going to fold. I'm going to get over here so I can fold the other way. I'm going to fold this way. Okay, right here. I should have gone my other way. Bring my legs in. I can bring them in or I can stay straight, however you want to do it. Keep one knee bent and then roll. And then do a second roll. See? And then throw that knee over, roll, and roll. I'm right here. Take a breath. Get your orientation back. Come here, and now I gotta get up. Oh my gosh, how am I gonna get up? You gotta tighten your tummy. You gotta drop your shoulders. Right there. See, I tightened in my tummy. I'm crawling back. I flex my toes, get my toes under me, pull my tummy in, soften up my elbows, drop my shoulders. Take a breath. Lift the knees off. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Then step in, stay down. Equalize. You can think of it in terms of a 3-point stance. If you ever played flag football or any football games. And then come up. Okay. That was about 10 in the floors and backups. Okie dokie. A very important thing to do. All right. So we did a very important bird dog move in the scheme of the big three. Now I'm going to use my chair. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to take this out because we've done a lot of moving. I'm going to put this right here. Okay, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to go to a sit down. And then I'm going to come back up. So I did a fake out. Why did I do that? I will do this with a client if I'm watching them move. Because if I say, go ahead and sit down, but I don't say anything, and I say, oh, stand back up, I changed my mind, I will be able to pinpoint and see if they're rolling their back. You got to hip hinge. You got to shine your taillights. Shoulders are down, chin is tucked, push back, come right into here. Here's my chair, and feel your back. Then come down, and then come back, and come up. So these are called little shorts. I'm going to go little shorts. I'm going to come right here. I'm going to go little short movement, come back, and come back. So it's a fake out. You act like you're going to sit down, but you don't. And then you ask yourself, how are my joints moving to do this? What's my back doing? Okay, drop my shoulders, breath. Here I come, right in here, right in here, right in here. Here's my chair. See, don't think the chair's left you. Make sure it's there. And then go down and then come right here. Do you see that few inches right there to right here to right there to right here? See that? See what I'm doing? Do it with me. Do it with me. Breath. Stay down. Don't roll your back. Shine your taillights. Breath. 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 These are little shorts. Little short movements. And come back up. Ah, yeah. That's why I did it. That, and it's those 3 inches or so that tell me how you're using this part of you, okay? Because if you're rounding, then we got to go back to square one and figure out why we're moving that way, okay? So now I'm going to step on my pillow. See there? Here's my chair. See? From here to 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 here. In order to do that in a smooth way, the toe, the knee, the hip, the back, everything has to move. So I'm going to go into a little horsey ride. See the horsey ride? Drop my chin, breath through my nose. I'm in my heels. I'm going to go down, tap. I'm going to come here. I'm going to stay down. I'm going to stay low. I'm going to step into my balance pad, put the weight transfer right here, keep my chin tucked, and I'm going to release my toe. Just release your toe while you're on that balance pad. Keep your chin tucked, and then come back down, and come back down, and come back down, and come back up, and step in, drop your shoulders, toes are forward, transfer the weight right here, Now it's all gluteal, and just release the toe. That's all I want you to do is release the toe. Breath, 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 breath. Back down, back to the chair, back up, drop your chin, breath through the nose, step, transfer weight, tight tummy. Here we go, just lift the toe off the ground. Breath, 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 back down and back down. If you did that little sequence 3 times every hour through your day, how hard can that be? Well, I know, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, oh, you just don't think about it. Think about it. See? Just act like you're going to do a fake out. Tap, come back. Here's your pad. Put your foot in there. Transfer weight. Okay, all I want you to do is keep the chin tucked, breathing, and release your toe. That's all I want you to do. Just release your toe so you're all on one leg and you're in a hinged position, and hold it and get to where you can count to 10 or 15 or 20 before you put your foot down. See, one more on the other side. Here's my chair. Here, here, take a breath, come back, other leg, transfer weight. See, we're not doing it fast. We're just doing it very rhythmically, very systematically. Keep your knee bent when you go to lift your toe. Breath, stay down there, stay down there, stay down there, stay down there. Breath, 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 breath. Come down, come down. So I had to put my kickstand down. I'm much more unsteady on the hip replace side than the knee replace side. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to pick up some weight. And what kind of weight are we going to pick up? Well, we're not going to mess around with 3 pounds. That's lightweight. 6 pounds, lightweight. Let's go into the higher range of medium. We're very woke up. One of the things that will wake your body up and get everything functioning is what we just did this morning. Now, yeah, we started with pattern walking, but I got you down on the floor and I got you up. And we did it, I think, 10 times. That wakes you up. So I'm going to go over here and pick up higher end of the medium ranges for me. 12. So I've got 12 here. I've got 12 here. Okay. So I'm starting out that way because I've been woke up by getting in the floor and getting back up those 10 times. I think it was pretty much 10 times. It might have been 9. I don't know. Kathy knows exactly. Okay, so here I am, right here. Take a big deep breath. I'm going to bring these weights right here and right here. And I'm going to put them right here on my shoulders. See that? So I'm just kind of holding them there because I'm in fact going to do some pattern walk. Yeah, exactly what we practiced. Yes. So I have to keep my shoulders down. Number 1, breathe through my nose. Number 2, tight tummy. Yes, rib cage up. So now I'm going to take one leg and just cross it over. Okay? Keep your back very extended. As you do a gentle hyperextension, drop your shoulders again because you're going to want to scrunch them up. Drop the foot down and back. Yeah, just like that. Then go to the toes. You may think this is a little thing. It is not, because we're in a very, it's not natural to us to stand this way. Now, this is a very natural movement, but when I go from my whole foot down and back to just to the toes, see how I'm flexing the back toes? That pushes everything very differently. Now I'm going to go to the front leg. I'm going to go to the front leg loaded. Drop your shoulders again. They keep coming up. Don't let them. Breath. Bring the back leg up. Okay, that is really, you got to use your core for that. And then you come forward. And then you close the box there. And then you walk back, walk back, walk back, walk back. Okay, I took this leg over last time. So now I'm going to take the other leg over. Drop your shoulders. And if you picked up a pretty good weight, you are feeling it now. Okay, tight tummy, breath through the nose, drop your shoulders. Ready? Soften the knee. Very important. Flatten out the feet, soften the knee, tight tummy, step over. Okay, tighten the tummy because that's your protection. You're going to push yourself into a bit of a hyperextension and you got weight on you. So you want to guard yourself there. Okay, now I'm on all four corners of my feet, both feet, and now I'm going to simply shift into the back toe. See that? Drop your shoulders again. Take a big breath. Now go back to the heel. Keep the front knee soft. Okay? And then go back to the heel. So now what I want you to do is push all the way up to your flexed toes. So that little shift. See that little shift with weight. So I've got 24 pounds on me. You got whatever you put on your breath. Shift right into the front toes. Okay, bend that front knee. I'm fixing to bring the back leg up and take a big step. So get that in your head. Drop your shoulders, breath, step, step over. I know it. So if you picked up a pretty decent weight, I can tell you, you should be feeling it in through your shoulders now. Take a breath, put your hands on the weights, tighten your tummy, and do a little press into the toes. See, I just pressed into the toes, and it was enough for me to get my hands right on the barrel of the weights. Okay, so that was done with 12. Now I'm going to go over here and put my weights back in my holster. And I'm going to go to 15. Okay. So now I'm carrying 15. Now I am going to hold it with my hands. I'm going to hold it with my hands. Okay. Drop your shoulders. Don't round your shoulders here. Woo, don't do it. Okay. Soften your knees and do a little bounce. See this? I say bounce, but it's not really, it's a flick. So a bounce denotes uncontrolled. I am controlled in this little bounce. Okay, now I'm hanging on to the barrel of the free weight. I have 15 pounds here. I have 15 pounds here. Do the math. Now I want you to go into the toe box. Just go into the toe box. Listen, to activate muscles, to have a better metabolic profile, you don't need, it's great if you can push heavy weight and do all that stuff. I'm telling you, you can get activation at a very significant way by doing some of the stuff I'm doing right here, right now. So my knees are soft. I'm going into my toes. I'm lifting my heels off the ground. And I'm doing it repeatedly. So don't don't grip with your toes. Your toes need to be splayed. Go into the toe box. Lift your heels. Keep your tummy and your gluteals tight. I have just added 30 pounds to this move. It is significant enough that you are going to get some of that catabolic functioning that you're wanting. You want to get contractions hard enough to get your muscles to pay attention. That's what that means. That's all. And I am feeling it in my calves right now. I'm just doing little heel lifts. Yeah, just like that. Breath, breath, breath. Then I'm going to step forward and then forward, and I'm going to push that heel down and back, and I'm going to bend the knee. I'll turn to the side so you'll see. This is what I could not get the person to understand that I was working with yesterday. I want to bend that knee and then come back. Okay, I want to keep myself upright. Breath. So balance-wise, I'm doing a split stance. Muscle-wise, I'm dipping into a step back lunge with 30 extra pounds on my already body weight. I've already really worked on my calves. Now I'm putting a little more overload. And I'm only doing half the move. I'm not going to my knee, but I'm going as far as I can safely. And I'm keeping my grip working. If you need to release, go to your fingertips and then pull the weights back into your palm. Just two more. Just two more. Rib cage up, rib cage up, rib cage up. Then I'm going to step forward. And I'm going to release that calf just by stepping out and bringing my toe up. Just like that. Push my hip back and bring it back. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to step back to the other leg. So I'm right here. I'm hanging on to these weights. Okay, I'm going to step back. Right there. Right there. And all I'm going to do is bend my knee. Adjust your step. If you need, can go out a little further. Bend that knee. Don't lean in. Bend the knee. You will hip hinge and you'll lean a little bit, but don't purposely go way into it. See how I'm just leaning in? And I'm dropping my knee as far as I can. Drop my knee as far as I can. And when you come back up, see, you're asking that front leg, the front loaded leg, to shove yourself back up with all this weight right here. Boom. See that? Breath and back. So it's a bent knee, press. Bent knee, press. Just two more. Just two more. Go as far as you can. Down, 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 down. Then come back. And then step back in. Okay? So I'm going to take these, put them down in my little loaded thing. Shake out my hands. Shake out my hands. Now, some of you have these bands. Most people have a band. These are an extra long looped band. They're a medium pull. Okay, you can get them at Perform Better, but you have to request extra long. Or they're about 2 inches shorter. These work very well. So I'm going to just come right down here. I'm going to sit all the way down on my chair. I'm going to really extend my hand here, hip hinge, and I'm going to pull back. So I want to really keep pulling, but it's a lighter load. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that band, I'm going to put it right down here like I'm trying to point at something down there. Then I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to pull back. And some of us have real wonky shoulders. So don't make this hard. You just want to feel a little pressure with your shoulder down. And by the way, both shoulders are down. You're just putting some nice pressure right there. Breath, right there. Breath, right there. Breath, right there. So you're right here in your chair. You drop your knee down. We're going to end with a 90-90. Okay. My toes are very flexed. My knee is headed straight down. I'm right here on the edge of my chair. And I'm going to lean back until I feel the quad stretching. Yeah. And then you just hang out there. Keep your knee close to the chair. Sorry, I have it's too much of these cotton balls flying around. If you have cottonwood trees, whew. Breath, drop your shoulders. This should be stretching right here. And then you come up, then you come neutral. Take a big deep breath. So before we go to the other side, take the legs very wide. You come down here and you take your forearm, put it right against the inner knee, inside of your knee, and you push one side and you look over your shoulder. And right now, if I walked into your room, I would come over and just run my little finger right here. Because if you're turning, you cannot round your back here, okay? So drop your shoulder and really turn and look over your shoulder and get a big stretch in your groin. Breath, 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 breath. Come neutral. And then come up and go to the other side where you're going to drop the knee. I can bend my toe. Come to the very edge of your chair, drop the knee. Take a big breath, drop your shoulders again, and lean back until you feel that stretch on your quad. Breath, 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 breath. Turn, look over the shoulder. Yeah. And you can do it again if you felt like you needed to do that again. But this is very valuable, this right here. Opening back, opening back. And if you can do all this just sitting in a chair, big breath, hip hinge, you're up. Here is your W. Here is your T. When you're doing these, here is your Y, and your thumbs are headed back. So when your thumbs are headed back, your shoulders are down, you should be able to go from a big Y. And if you bend your elbows, those fingers should be able to touch your shoulders. Then bring those elbows down, and that will help you notice, what's my alignment? Do I really have a forward head? Or you can ask your friends. They'll tell you. Anyway, I hope that helped. Get in the floor. Get back up. Test yourself every day. That means every. Okay, hurt me more than you. Really, it did. Stop. Stop.